Hello, my beautiful soul family. Rebecca here, your vibe mentor, bringing you another video on how to raise your vibrations so you can live your best life. Let's talk today about how the world is changing in this upcoming year, 2023. There are big things happening. And even if you're watching this outside of January or in the distant future, farther away from the new year, this video still applies because what is coming is a revolution, not just in the way things are done today, but in how they will be done in the future. The movement of the trend towards artificial intelligence is going to change the world in a massive way. There is so much happening already. There are systems crumbling. There is corruption being brought to light. There are so many people waking up to the fact that the vast majority of what is reality or what exists cannot be seen, that energy is something that is talked about in our daily lives, even by people who don't consider themselves spiritual, because really spirituality is practicality. These things called universal laws are kind of necessary to know, to understand how to play the game called life. And we can't live a happy, fulfilling, peaceful, joyful life if we don't understand all of these things that have historically been considered esoteric or spiritual. And so that's why I sometimes consider spirituality practicality, right? These are the necessary things to be able to survive life. But what is coming is not something that people fully understand. The revolution of artificial intelligence is going to change the world unlike anything anybody can ever even begin to fathom. Maybe some of the programmers who are creating this intelligence might have a decent understanding, but even they will be surprised by what is no longer done by humans and what is capable of being done by artificial intelligence. Now, there's a trend going around, this recent talk around Chat GPT, which is an open AI platform that can essentially write content for you. It can write papers, it can write blog posts, it can write YouTube video scripts if you really wanted to. Personally, in my experience, it's still pretty superficial. You can kind of tell when there's not the involvement of human interaction, but this is revolutionary. This AI is capable of writing a book for you if you really want to. And for the time being, it is free because it is still in a beta version. Not necessarily beta, I think they're on their third version, but it's still in the learning phase, we'll put it that way. There are many different types of AI out there. There's new artwork AI that is creating 3D visuals of people, and there's others that can create a PowerPoint presentation for you. There's others that can write code for you, and these are all still very much emerging. It probably will be over the course of the next 10 years that we really start to see more general purpose AI. But this is a massive shift, and we're going to see a lot more of this in the upcoming years, especially even 2023. As we move into more of the Aquarian age, we're going to see more of this type of thing. Aquarius can be about electronics and the internet and things of that nature. So this will definitely be a significant theme that will continue for a long time. But really, the point of this video is not necessarily to go into how AI will change the world, but rather what we need to do to be able to adapt to the changes that are coming. To oversimplify or to overgeneralize, AI is going to take over the jobs that do not require human interaction. So anything that's repetitive, anything that can be documented or written down, anything that does not require discernment or emotion or just that engagement of it. Really, discernment is the best term for a human to be able to decide. We have to consider these 20 factors, and also someone's emotions are at stake, or the objective opinion of the collective involved may not always be something that is calculatable. And so those will be the positions that remain safe. But there are quite a few jobs out there that will be taken over by AI. Now, yes, jobs will be replaced, but we are still very much in the early stages of this shift and change, and so it is not too late. But as you know, if you follow this channel, I talk a lot about something called complex trauma. If the big T word sounds too off-putting to you, you can call it conditioning or programming. But essentially, our society has taught people that they are not enough. They are not valuable. They are not worthy. They have to prove their value and worth through external things. And because of this general consensus of humanity as being unworthy, or you're not enough unless you prove it externally in this way, we have this program that has taught us to play small and has taught us to bury who we are and what we need. It has taught us that we are not special. It has taught us that we are not unique. And we have begun to believe that I am just another cog in the wheel, or just another 1 in 7 billion people, and I really don't matter. And that is, of course, a lie. That is, of course, not true. That every single person on planet Earth is here for a reason. You are made with purpose and intention. You have a life purpose. You are made perfectly imperfect for your purpose. No one can do what you were put here to do. And that is going to be how you survive this upcoming shift. What is happening in the world, it would seem to me, and this is not something that I have dug into or have enough education to be qualified to be certain of, but it would appear to me that what we are going through is not necessarily a recession, but a revolution. That things are shifting and changing. The old is crumbling away. The old systems have broken down. They clearly are in need of being replaced. The power is coming back to the people. And that will also require the freeing up of people who have refused to step into their purpose. It will require the healing of those people. Now, the reason I bring up the trauma is because a typical trauma response is to play small, is to accept jobs below your capability, is to not strive towards your highest potential. It is to not fully self-actualize. It is to play small. It is to hide. It is to remain unseen, because the trauma brain thinks that that's where that's safe. The conditioning, the programming has taught you not to stand out, not to rock the boat. And this is the time where you have to shift that program. And I realize those are really strong words, because I don't often tell people what you have to do, but I can so clearly see that the shift that is coming is going to happen so much faster than, say, the Industrial Revolution did. Everything's happening faster, and I think we all know that. The Industrial Revolution took at least a little bit of time to build those buildings, build those structures, build those processes, but AI is working at the speed of light, and this is going to happen much faster than you ever anticipated. So if you are leaning on a job, say a service job, say driving a truck, or serving tables, or a bank teller, or a customer service representative, although that to some degree will still require human engagement, there are going to be positions like those that are no longer available to you. And if you have relied on that, you may get caught off guard if you're not ready. Now's the time to get ready. And what is going to save us is your purpose, your uniqueness, your talent, your gift. For a long time, society taught us all to be the same, to follow the prescribed life path that will make you happy, and don't complain, and try not to stand out, and try not to rock the boat. Well, it's kind of going to feel like somebody pulled the rug out from under you if that's the life that you're living. Because now is the time. It has never been more critical than ever to be unique, to stand up, to stand out, to have a differentiating factor about you that makes you valuable, because you are inherently valuable. Now, let me clarify, you are valuable simply because you breathe, not because you have some unique talent. But also, even though you are inherently valuable, you also have a unique talent and gift. And it is wise to start to dig into that, to try to find it, to pursue your passion, to look for what lights you up, to look for what turns you on, to look for those things that you did so naturally that to you it seems like nothing, and everybody else looks at you going, how did you do that so easily? Look back to when you were a kid. What did you want to be when you grew up? What did you play? I love to play with a day timer while other kids were playing with Barbies. That's not normal. Business was my thing early on, right? So we can no longer rest on our laurels. We are in a 2023 year, which is also a 7 universal year numerologically. So 7 is the most spiritual number, which is amazing. 7 is known as the seeker. So in this year, this is the time to commit to your sacred calling, to focus on inner growth and know that our healing and becoming the highest version of ourselves is our purpose, is our mission in this moment. Your purpose will continue to evolve. But if you are in a place where you are not able to step into your purpose, you can't quite see it, that means that healing is your purpose in this moment. Moving past that conditioning and that programming that holds you back is your purpose in this moment. Now, if you have any challenges with that, I do offer free 30-minute sessions. I do brain spotting. I can help you heal complex trauma or the wound of not enoughness or whatever it is that holds you back right now. The lack mentality, the repetitive negative thought patterns, all of that can be healed through something called brain spotting. Somatic healing is necessary. Talk therapy alone will not work. You have to work with the body because the body keeps the score. But we must become the highest version of ourselves. That is our mission and our purpose right now. There's a collective and global shift happening, and we are the leaders. If you are here in this community watching this video, you are a leader to help show others the way. There are deeper truths that are going to come to the surface, and we are needed to be able to shine a light in the darkness. And by doing this, we will help awaken our greatest potential. Now, know that you will reach a point where the only way for you to grow is to share who you are, what you know, and what you have to offer. Your gifts cannot grow if you do not share them. We will awaken our greatest potential and become the shift and the change that makes a difference in the world. If you've wanted to make the world a better place or to make a difference, now is your time. So let's heal the wounds that hold us back. No more being the wounded seeker or the frustrated seeker. No more being the hidden light worker. The time is now. We are being healed. We are the emerging light workers. We are conscious, purpose-driven entrepreneurs. That is what we were made and designed to be, and we are moving up. Now is our time. We have been tucked away like a flashlight being saved for the lights to go out, and the lights have gone out. Now is your time. It is time to work towards becoming that synchronized master that you are capable of being and reclaiming our abundance birthright. There is no amount of health, wealth, or vitality that is off the limits to you, so long as you take your power back, you know your value and worth, and you step into your purpose. It is all here. It is all available to you, and the time is now. Together, we are creating heaven on earth. So come join me. I would love to see you. We have a community where I can assist in helping you do this. Otherwise, I do offer one-on-one coaching and courses to assist as well. Do take advantage of that free session below, and I will see you on the next video. Namaste, my friends. Take care.